Do you have thoughts going on in your head that you don't seem to be able to control or to stop? Well, let me tell you a story. I had a client that had been in prison. He was in prison for something that he did not do. But that didn't matter because he still spent a number of years in prison. And while he was there, he did a lot of things that he should have been charged for. He was in Alcatraz. But he had these thoughts, he had these fears, he had these anxieties about going back. And so he came to me, and I used to work with prisoners and, the criminally insane and businesses, and I've done it all in the years that I've been in this practice. And, being in my 80s, it's like you've done a lot of things. But getting back to the story is that one of the things that I told him to do is that you're going to have to confront them, just as you've confronted other things in your life. And he wanted to know how. Well, he was going to have to speak to them, but speak out loud and confront them and let them know that they were not real. Now, you may be saying, what if they were real? What if it was an opportunity or a situation that happened, that he be framed again, that he go back to prison? Well, this was one of his questions also. But one of the things I had to tell him was it did not matter. Don't look at that. Look at what it is that you want. So I said, I want you to confront those thoughts. I want you to let them know that this is not true, that here is the truth, that you have the papers, that you are proven innocent, and there is nothing that can come up from your past in this situation that can take you back to prison. Well, at first he didn't want to do it because it didn't make any sense to him. And that's one of the biggest problems that most people have. It doesn't make sense to them, so they don't want to do it. If it made sense to you, then you wouldn't need someone like me. You would not need a coach. You would not need a therapist. You would not need any of that. So, making a long story short, what he did is he followed the instructions. He confronted them. He says, what is the worst thing that could happen? He also let it be known that he had the papers. I have these papers, which shows that I am a free man, that shows that I am not still in prison. He went ahead and he kept doing what it was, sometimes 20 times a day, sometimes 30. Sometimes he had to just continuously do it. And it eventually, after a week or so, those thoughts started to just go away. He made a life for himself doing things that he wanted to do. I'm here to tell you, all the thoughts, all the things that are going on in your head, you can stop them. You have the power to stop them. And I'm going to talk about this more on another video. I activate your boundless brain power. I have this challenge that I do, but even above that, we do things that help you to realize that you are not helpless, and whatever your thoughts are, you can change them. You're the one that's in control. And when you remember that you have control over your thoughts, then those thoughts are subject to change, and you are the change agent. This is Dr. BJ Baker, the brain doctor, the thought doctor, the one that's in your head. And I'm telling it like it is. Join us. Join us on our Boundless, Activating Your Boundless Brain Power Challenge. And I'll see you on the next video. Remember to like it, to subscribe, to do all of the YouTube things. Bye.